Good morning, my people. I've been I've been grinding, man. Been grinding. Leaving the message a little bit later than I do, so you guys are seeing me more sweaty. This is gonna truly be a 5 minutes of funk today. Yes, indeed. There's been a lot of people on the track, so uh, I try to get to a position where you guys won't be subject to hearing so much background chatter. Other than nature, that part I don't apologize for. Yes, indeed. Well, today's installment is something that every creator who's ever created has to figure out. And that is to not stop. It's a simple thing to say, but it's a difficult mission to carry out. The not stopping part. So what I mean by that is don't quit. Don't quit. One of the things that I encounter as an entertainment attorney, well, let me say an attorney that has a real huge focus on entertainment. And I hesitate to use that title because it limits the scope of what I'm saying. And I don't want to do that, because this applies to whatever your passion is. But one of the questions that I get is, man, I want to be in the entertainment business, but I need a way in. It seems like it's an invitation only affair. How did you get in? I'm asked that question all the time. How did you get in? Well, look, the way you get in is to not quit. There's no other way for me to say it than that. Years ago, when the industry was much more structured and there truly was a closed door system. I'll say it that way. It truly was a closed door system, because there were only certain channels you could travel to really get exposure. And to get national exposure, you really had to be plugged in to a machine. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. But as the industry and technology changed, additional channels started to open up. And in my mind, it went from who do you know to what do you do? How good are you at what you do? Today is even more defined in my mind, because now it's how is your personality in combination with your talent? Do you have a big personality? Do I find you interesting? Or are you just a closet creator who's reclusive, non-interactive? I'm not saying that those individuals are not able to succeed, because they are. But I'm saying that who you are can attract a lot more attention than who you know. If who you are is interesting, fascinating, if your talent matches your personality, then that is a formula for success. But none of this matters if you quit. If you quit, none of this matters. And by quit, what I mean is disconnect. I'll give you an example, short example. Right now as we speak, we probably have 8 artists. I'm going to go back to music. 8 artists who probably are all at the same skill set in terms of their delivery, the songwriting ability, stage presence. Now, a year from now, I would say that probably 8 has been reduced to 5. So the people coming up just now making their mind to get serious, those individuals that stayed now have a year on those individuals, and they're seasoned even more with the people that own their level across the country. You might have a cat in Orlando, a young lady in Seattle, another individual in Atlanta, and then let's say another one in my town of Houston, right? All percolating, all of them have people's interest. All of them have the equal opportunity to do something. A year later, that 4 goes down to 2. That's what I mean by not quitting, because now all those individuals started with 8, reduced down to 4. Now we have 2 still putting in that work, building a career. That's what it's all about. You will look around and you will see how many people fall off. That's the music business. People will fall off. Don't be one of those people. If this is something that you truly desire to do, now you have to have talent. You have to have talent. If you are creating content and you're not getting any traction on your content, then you still need to be working, right? You still need to be working on your content. You got to perfect whatever your art is. That has to be perfected. That's another part of not quitting. Keep working on perfecting your content, whatever it is. It has to be world class. I have a client. I'm going to leave on this note. This 5 minutes of funk has turned into 10 minutes of funk again. But I'm going to leave on this note. One of my clients hates the expression of grind. He says, Cross, man, I hate when people say I've been grinding. And I'm just grinding, man, just grinding. Well, as I think about that, I see his point to a certain degree. But when I look at that word, what it means to me is I'm perfecting. I'm grinding each one of these particulars of my content, and I'm fine-tuning it. I'm perfecting each element of my stage performance, each element of my marketing and promoting, each element of my social media, each element of my team. I'm grinding, I'm perfecting, I'm bringing clarity so that my fan base can connect with the quality of what I do because they see me in it. That's what grinding means to me. So that's what you have to continue to do. Again, never want to tell you what you have to do, but that's what I recommend you do. Don't quit. Don't disconnect. Once you have a fan base, I don't care if it's 10 people, keep feeding those fans. Keep perfecting your art. Keep perfecting your content. Keep perfecting yourself, because ultimately that's what's going to sell. It's your energy that's being offered, and that's what people want to experience is your energy, no matter what the content is, be it your music, your art, your poetry, your photography, your books, your sculptures. It's your energy coming through. You got it? 12 minutes of fun. Okay, I'll catch you guys on the other side of the rhythm.